50, 150 for low tunings, and I wanted to get my first reaction on camera, but holy fucking shit, you guys ready for this? This is all free, coming out of my studio monitor right here. So the goals for this project is to convert this device, my old gaming laptop, Acer Predator Helios 300, into a fully functional quad cortex.
Editor late for dinner here. That's just not true. That's just a bold-faced lie. It's not a fully functional quad cortex. So get clickbaited.
We're not going to worry too much about the tone capture capabilities of the quad cortex. It's more so I want to have a device that lets me not feel like I'm using a computer. Just log into an amplifier. I feel like it kills a little bit of the magic for me. Installed Ubuntu Desktop on it. So I don't know if I'm an AI hater or not. I'm not an AI hater. I think it has a lot of value. I don't think that AI art is going to come for human-generated art anytime soon. I heard an interesting point by some YouTuber, I can't remember exactly. When cameras were invented, we were worried that they'd be out of job. Maybe it did impact them. I don't know. I don't know shit. I'm a naive 22-year-old. But what I do know is that a painting is different than a photo. I don't care how good the algorithms get. I don't think it will ever get to the point where you gotta worry about it. Now we got Ubuntu Desktop loaded up, got the crown. I love this thing. I fell victim to the ThinkPad cult. Running around. He just does what he wants, you know? He's just doing his thing. I forgot this computer had a USB-C port, so that came in clutch. Scarlett Solo hooked up to the laptop. Alright, motherfuckers. Now we are going to see if this computer can see my audio interface. So we're gonna run LSUSB, and there we go. Enemy spotted, target acquired. I guess not enemy. Hi, Focusrite. Said before, if it sounds like I know what I'm talking about, I don't know anything. This is I have Claude Sonnet 4 telling me exactly what to do every step of the way. So if you are wanting to do something similar to this project and think that you can't, just fucking try it. What's the worst that could happen? You'll figure it out. So, Claude has told us to run this command, aplay-l, and that has showed us the list of playback devices that are available. So it looks like we got the Focusrite seen by the USB something, and in the audio playback hardware devices, we have, it sees the Scarlett Solo. So that means, all that means for now is that we can output from this, which is good. That's half the battle with hardware, kind of. Not really. There's a lot more battle, but I'm gonna stay optimistic. It's told me to get these packages, so we're gonna hit them with that motherfucking sudo apt install. It's sudo, by the way. Actually, no, it's not. It stands for super user do, but it's sudo. I don't give a fuck. Sue me. So we got jack D2, Q jack CTL, pipe wire jack. I know some of those words. Like, I've heard of them. I know what, like, jack is and pipe wire. I know they're audio related, but that's about all I know about them. And I just learned this, that this -y flag with apt, it automatically says yes to stuff. So that's pretty fucking awesome. I did not know that existed. Oh, motherfucker. Unable to locate package. I spelled it wrong. That was the only thing. Real-time priority. Enable real-time process priority. May lead to complete system lockups. Oh my. Multi-user environments. Only me, motherfucker. Let's say... I'm gonna have to say yes. Anybody else try to be a user on my system, they can sub me. Lick my balls, bitch. We're learning what QJack CTL is. I'm guessing that stands for control. It's got to, right? So it's saying... Let's see, set interface to the Scarlett, set sample rate to 48,000. Interesting. Okay, that's maybe controversial. I don't know. No, it's wait. Frames per period. Okay, so that makes sense, because maybe something with the 48,000 and the 128, want it to be like divisible, maybe? Okay, so let's see, let's set the interface, setup, interface. Okay, yeah, Scarlett Solo. And sample rate to 48,000 frames per period to 128 and periods per buffer. It doesn't say anything about it, so we'll leave that on default. Press apply. Latency 2.67 milliseconds. That is pretty freaking good. Okay, why can't I press? I have to cancel now? Did it save? Yeah, it looks like it. Okay, that's fine. I think when I pressed apply, it saved. Okay, that's fine. Test your guitar signal. Next step. Oh, that's a fun ass fucking cool. All right, that's gonna be a fun step. Got you guys on the tripod now. A little more respectful of me, I think. And you know what? Sometimes you just gotta thug it out on the floor. So we're gonna get a yoga mat and make it official. This bitch loves floor time. What can I say? Desks are fake news, dude. Desks are so fake. I think all best work is done on the floor. But now I got the tripod so I can like actually show you the screen and shit. But important step now is to test. We just installed Audacity, and now we're gonna see if we can record guitar signal into this laptop and see how it goes. Okay, a little stupid bullshit mistake. I was just stimming on my guitar and just impaled my hand with the strings. So now I can say that I actually did put blood in this project. So as soon as I start sweating, and we'll see if I start crying, then I can balance that whole equation, you know? So I'm gonna go wash this off, and then we're gonna try the signal. It works, and now we're going to get Neural Amp Modeler installed. You guys, I think this project is like straight up like easier than, like, for the minimal viable product for something that just like plugs in and works. I mean, it's no different than just setting up a DAW on any other computer, you know? Look what package it just downloaded. Collecting aura loss. Downloading aura loss. Why would you install that? That's like going to Mozart going to Mozart. Fuck! That's like Mozart going to Mozart's death house. Why would they install that on my shit? Call back from what I was saying earlier about putting blood, sweat, and tears into this project. I am now putting so far it's just been blood and embarrassment. Roblox, it has spit out, I was just trying to install shit in this virtual environment, and it has spit out a bunch of red text. So that is discouraging, but we will persist. Bullshit stuff just happened. So I couldn't figure out, this article was telling me that I needed to find the connect button on the QJack control thing, and I found there's a fucking options in setup that this box is auto-enabled by default, replace connections with a graph button, which maybe that's just like a more modern thing and this article is older, so that's a deprecated thing, but I'm hoping that's the case, because if not, then bruh. Okay, we're gonna try to set this up. I have like a diagram of the connections that I need to make with this. Oh, I can make a head amp out. Okay, so those two are connected. Head effects out 0 to... This is a huge step because it means that our hardware is perfectly capable. Let's see if we can... right, let's enough fucking around with tones for now because that doesn't matter. That can always be configured later. But now this means that I have something that works with it. I set it up and it works and the connection is fine. Our next steps are we need to optimize the startup time to be as little as possible. So we have to debloat everything that's not explicitly necessary. Maybe even getting rid of the graphic interface at some point. That could be cool too, just to cut down on startup time. Okay, so my computer now logs in automatically. It still takes a long time for Ubuntu to boot, but I tried removing this network manager package because I'm not going to be using it wirelessly with the internet ever. I don't need that. You guys, I just spent like 2 days, countless hours, because I foolishly removed the network manager package from my computer. So I re-downloaded network manager. That's the first thing that I did. Okay, I didn't know that it would be working already so fast, but I got Neural Amp Modeler up and running, and I downloaded this pack called Boosted 5150 for low tunings. And I wanted to get my first reaction on camera, but holy fucking shit, you guys ready for this? This is all free, coming out of my studio monitor right here. Sounds so fucking epic. Alright, we haven't done this before, but we're gonna check how 5150 for low tuning handles 7-string in drop A. Sorry, drop G. Alright, you guys, this camera battery is about to die, so I want to make this quick. Guitar rig is working perfectly. The script auto runs and starts when the computer is powered on, so that works great. And I just got this printer. So this is a printer for my old house. Plan is to hijack this display to show the guitar profiles, and then I'll be able to use these buttons to switch the tones. So that is, that is where we're at with this project right now. Alright, you guys, I have made a lot of progress with hollowing out this printer. So the laptop is gonna go in there. This is all junk parts. We got PCB that I fucking manhandled. Woman-handled. I'm thinking that the best way is going to be to, under this thing, if I could somehow make space to have like the glass, like get rid of all this shit and then have the laptop under the glass, that would be really, really, really fucking cool. I think our best bet is going to be using one of these super long drill bits. Try to get in there. So I'm not worrying too much about stripping any of the screws because it doesn't fucking matter. We can hold it together with duct tape if we need to. None of the printer internals are actually going to matter. Oh, this one's going to be challenging to get to. I need to figure out how to like do this on an angle. Maybe I can. Oh, I'm fucking overthinking the shit out of it. Oh my fucking god, it's hot in here. Safety first. I need like a right angle screwdriver. I know that exists, but I don't have one, and I don't want to go to the damn store. I think the bitch is to pull this piece off so I can access that panel and hope that it can be reattached. Oh, wait a minute. Wait, this is big. How have I not seen these screws before? Oh, you guys. Oh god, this one's gonna be challenging. I can't tell if there's like some kind of plastic cracking. If anyone wants this box of plastic and bullshit, hit me up. Twitter.com/fuck you. Oh, you guys, I think I figured it out. These are little clips. I can detach that. This printer has seen better days. Yes! 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 Holy fucking shit! Oh my god, we got it apart. Okay, that is huge. That is... Yes! I was legit just taking a hammer and smashing out the back piece of this. So this stuff, we can legit take everything out of here. Whoa, look at the... Wow, this is actually really cool. Look at the color ink area. Look at all the colors in there. That's really sick. If you ever wondered what the inside of a printer looks like, here it is. There's a motor. It pulls this shit. This shit picks either color or black ink. Algorithm inside this shit figures out which one to dispense and when. Yeah, there's got to be another motor. I'm sure there's one down there too. Another motor down in there for like the X. It's like the X and Y movement, so I'm guessing there's two motors. There has to be. Anyway, that doesn't matter because we're gonna rip all of it out anyway. So let's put you back over here. Now we are gonna want to take all of this shit out of here so our laptop can fit right inside. Now it's really, really easy to take out all of the screws. I want to get this whole assembly out. Wire cutter probably realistically won't be using this motor, and so I can just about resolder some shit on there. Cut all these wires. Goodbye, 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 goodbye. I found that just plain scissors makes it easier to cut the ribbon cables than the wire cutter. Manual printer. Okay, well now it's like fucked in a bad... I'm gonna get ink all over my hand. You know what? I'll be right back. That worked. That works really well. That was a little stupid because this is the ink carrier and there's still a cartridge in there that I didn't take out yet, so that could have been bad. But that doesn't matter because it didn't. You guys, I don't know what that is, but it's filled with fucking asbestos and toxic sludge. It's actually kind of a pretty, kind of a pretty color. We got the whole damn box of globes. Oh, I'm scared. Jesus. Got the drill. Most of the toxic sludge parts have been transferred to the garbage bag. How am I supposed to remember what any of these pieces are? My strategy has straight up just been like every visible screw I've just been going for. Jeez. I want all of this stuff out of it. I'm wondering if I look like really cool and sick with my safety goggles on and the drill and everything, or if I just look like I'm fucking tweaking and tearing apart a printer. You know what? I don't want to know. Don't tell me in the comments. I don't want to know. Ignorance is bliss. There we go. Okay, this is big. Yes, 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 yes! Printers are kind of fucking complex mechanisms, you guys. This is crazy. I didn't realize how many moving parts there were. No pun intended. Whether it's fun, I don't know. All I know is that we are getting everything that we don't need out of this printer. Oh, is this a little speaker? Oh, it is. Oh, that's cute. I'm totally a hoarder, and I kind of want to save this. I don't really know why, but I just kind of do. So, maybe we'll save that. Don't need this. There's another piece under it. Literally all that matters is that the plastic, like, out facade is intact. Everything else can go to hell. Case in point. I wish these were bigger and I could lock the audio interface in that way. That would actually be kind of cool. So that'll fit well within our constraints. So what we're also gonna have to figure out is how to open this part up and get in here. This feels fucking exhilarating and cool to, it feels really cool to try to do some shit like this. You know, I've never done this. Yeah, that's all I got to say. Checking in took a little bit of a break. I got a multimeter from the hardware store. So now I'm gonna figure out how to use that so we can use this. This is attached to this PCB in the back. So ideally, we can use the multimeter to figure out, I don't know, I saw some shit online that I can figure out how to map these buttons, because I would love to have these buttons control like presets. That would be awesome. Okay, so it turns out I had these engineering kits from these classes that I took at Purdue a while ago that I just never, I took pretty much I switched majors, added these 2 courses that needed these 2 separate kits, and I ended up dropping those classes, so I've just been stuck with these like $250 a piece electronics kits that have not come in handy until now, and I was gonna have to go to the store and get an Arduino, but check this out. It had an Arduino in it. I mean, this board is super overkill. This is the Mega R3 something. So I think I'll be able to just do some testing with this one, and then when it comes to actually implementing it into the device, I'll get a different one, because I can use this one for a little bit more like powerful of a project, but also it's also a lot bigger. I mean, we have a lot of space inside of the printer housing, so the space won't be too much of an issue, but yeah, we'll figure it out. Okay, I should be going to bed, you guys, but this is just too fucking cool. I just like stole some code from the Arduino like documentation, and I've never tried one of these before, but just changed the time, just made it so it would wait 5,000 milliseconds. Maybe that's what that is, I think, instead of 1,000. And you can see that this onboard LED, waits for 1 second and holds for 5,000. And all I had to do was, it wasn't working, but all I had to do was add, just like give this path read and write. Excuse me. Read and write permissions. Let's see if I can make it tweak. I set it to 500, so every half a second. That's pretty cool. So it has like an internal clock. I wonder how fast we can make it blink. Oh god, it is tweaking. I set it to 100. I don't want to like burn this thing out. I don't think it would, but I don't know. That's really cool though. That's really, really cool. Alright, we're gonna check in here. So, I've done a decent amount since the last time I like documented anything. So we have that printer PCB that I was talking about, and I was successfully able to get one of the switches connected to this Arduino that I had. Like legit, I had it lying around for so long, and now I have a actual use for it. And the board is definitely a little overkill for the project. I could have gotten away with one of the smaller ones, but it would be cheaper for me to just use this one because I already have it, so I'm gonna use that one. So I have taken a couple of the wires out of here, just these yellow guys, that were just like connected, and I've been cutting them into pieces and stripping them. So I think this keypad is going to be a little unnecessary for the needs with this project, so I think going with just like the left and right arrows, okay, and back I think that'll be more than enough. So because all the actual like configuration will be done on here, and to make sure that this project doesn't scope creep into infinity, I think this will be the best way to do it. So I have cut off these and soldered them to the right attachments on these. So I'm trying to cut down on how much should I have to solder. So I'm just trying to make like one ground channel. I don't know what I'm talking about. Also, I talked to my cousin who is an electrical engineer, and he gave me some very helpful pointers, but I am pretty, I'm a noob in this regard. So I tried, also you can see here, I was able to hook up solder in these two jumper cables, and when I plugged these in, I tried like a bunch of different configurations, but these ends connecting into the Arduino, I was able to get the computer to recognize when this number 1 switch was pressed and when it was not pressed. So with that proof of concept, I might just desolder and remove these. I'm just gonna leave them on for now though. But theoretically, that means that I should be able to connect one ground channel to all 4 of these buttons, all 4 of these, and then solder jumpers onto each one of the left points, which I already did this one. And I confirmed that the connection has worked with all of these with the multimeter. So I'm gonna try to finish getting that ground wire connected, and I will update you after that. All right, after doing the messiest fucking solder connection of all time, I am just gonna give up on having the back button because we are all gas, no brakes, and we don't need no stinking back button. Jumper cable 2 has been connected. Okay, alright, that is good. That's a clean connection. That is good. Proud of that one right there. Not proud of that one. That's okay. So this is our ground, and I don't even know what I'm pointing out. Okay, so this is gonna be our ground. These yellow ones twisted together, and now I have 3 jumpers securely connected. Maybe we should fix this one just a tiny bit. Okay, that's good. All of these, you guys, I'm so excited. Okay, check it out. Jumper 1, that's the OK button, and then those are the 2 left and right arrows. Realistically, that's the only ones that we'll need. I guess now it's probably time to test it, right? So I guess I'll test these connections with the multimeter, I don't know how to say it, and I feel like I'm saying it wrong either way. So yeah, let's do that. Thinking about how to proceed with this one, and I feel like in my little kit it was like jumpers that had a slot for like female to male jumpers. Woke gendered electronic components, am I right? But I wonder, I don't see how this little nub would be any different than one like this. So if I have those, in theory, I'll have a ground to connect to one of the ground pins. So I'm gonna see if I have one of those. And behold, I think this is exactly what we want. It has one end that I can stick into the Arduino, and then I should be able to stick this end of a bunch of twisted shit into this end to receive the twisted shit. Alright, we're gonna test the end of this jumper with the multimeter. Huh. Damn, my hands are really shaky. Okay, it looks like it works there. And it looks like it works there. And it looks like it works there too, you guys. Okay, now let's make sure it doesn't work with these jumpers. Nothing on this one, nothing on this one, and... oh, shit. Okay, so why is this one doing something here. So in theory, that would mean that this one would be able to talk to the end of this one. Talk to a... Okay, yeah, they're speaking. This one's spitting game. I think they should be spitting game at each other. Well, they shouldn't be, but I think they are. Yeah, these ones are able to connect, and why is that? Does it have something to do with this mess? Maybe. Looks like not. I'm just confused why it works for this red guy. I don't understand. Okay, I am making the executive decision to just try this with the Arduino and see what happens, and if worst comes to worst, if we have to just navigate using the one arrow button and the OK button, then that's kind of fine, because it's only going to be me using this thing. I'd like it to be the arrow keys to go back and forth, but as long as we have two buttons, we can go forward and backwards, and honestly one button would be fine too. But two would be nice, so I'm gonna try to see if that works now. You can't see me, I'm shadowy. Alright, this is a big moment, so we are going to try to plug one of these jumpers into this Arduino board right here. We got the ground connected into the ground of this, and I'm going to see if connecting this green jumper into the analog input 0 works like it did before. Okay. Okay, nothing as of right now, but that's okay. We're gonna keep trying. Thanks to Claude AI, I was able to just say in plain English what was happening, and now it looks like, so this is in kind of a debug mode. It's showing the analog input reading from A0, which is going into there. So these are the only two wires connected, besides like the USB. These are the only two wires connected to the Arduino. So this green one should, when I press the button, it should make that analog reading drop to 0. Okay, now it's reading 0, but I'm not pressing the button, but I lifted it up. Oh, it's like conducting from my fingers. Oh, it's because I'm touching the circuit. Oh, that's why. Okay, that makes sense. So let's try, can I prop you up here? Oh, my laptop is gross. Okay. Holy shit, it works! You hear that button click? Oh my god, you guys, it fucking works. Perfect. Okay, now we gotta see if we can get this same thing working but with two buttons. Okay. I've made the executive decision to just use one button, and we're gonna wait on that LCD for now. So the OK button on the printer works great, so we're just gonna make it so when I press that, then that sends information to the laptop running Ubuntu and GuitarX. So I'll just have it be like the simplest version as of now to try to get something working, to boost my motivation a little. So when I press the OK button, the display won't do anything, but I would just want to have like a cycle of presets, and when I press the button, it just moves on to the next one. So no, I won't be able to just go to like preset 1 or preset 5. I'll have to do like click OK each time that I want it to switch, but that is fine for now, and that honestly would work in the final application. So I do have a lot of things that I've connected. I even like connected. I was trying to do some shit with like called a resistor ladder over here. I don't know what that means either. So yeah, I think the next course of action is to just remove all the stuff that ended up not using and not needing, and then yeah, and then we'll try to get the Arduino connected to the Ubuntu laptop, and once the Arduino's connected to that laptop and we get that working, we'll have to write some kind of Python script to cycle through the GuitarX presets, which I'm not sure how the GuitarX integration works with Python, but I can't imagine that it would be too hard. But I'm really fucking excited. Like, this is getting like pretty close to actually working. And then we can just... Then, as far as like hardware assembly goes, we just need to find a spot where the laptop can sit like comfortably in the printer. And we can be pretty destructive with that too, which is really nice. Because all that has to stay intact is this thing and the buttons. So as long as the printer has, or the laptop has a little place to sit and stay secure and have the power out, the, you know, be able to access peripheral. Oh shit! Actually, I forgot about that. We're gonna need a way to connect to the interface. So I'd like to get like just a cheaper interface because I only have one. I have the Focusrite Scarlett Solo, and I don't really want to just get rid of it and put it in there for eternity because it's my main one. So I'd like to get a different one and stick that in there permanently. All right, you guys, big. All right, you guys, big money moves. The Arduino button, the printer button is connected to the Arduino, connected to my Ubuntu laptop, the one that's going to be like the guitar rig. It is working. It is working with a Python script that's running, and yeah, it's not like controlling guitar presets right now. It's just doing like a sample thing. But when I press the OK button, then it says switching to clean, switching to lead, switching to overdrive. Holy shit, you guys, it's actually working. So now I just need to get it to, I need to figure out how GuitarX handles scripting. And then also like make a couple presets that I like, which is which is kind of the fun part. And then I can put the printer back together, and if I ever want to add more buttons or like if I do end up wanting to hook up a screen, then I can. But holy shit, you guys, I'll show it to you. We got this here. When I press the button, listen for the click. It waits every 2 seconds. So just to prevent like double input. So I can't just like spam it. But if I were to spam it, then it's only gonna accept it every 2 seconds. So that'll be nice. So I shouldn't have the tone switching up on me when I don't want it to. Oh shit. Okay, I think spamming it is probably not a good idea because it registers all of those button presses. Oh, wait, hold on. Is it because I just had it? Oh no, it's because I was just holding onto the contact points with my hand and probably completing the circuit there. Yeah, and I set it down. Clean overdrive. See, it's not saying anything. Then when I press this, distortion, fuzz, lead. Okay, so thanks to a script from Brummer10 on GitHub. Brummer10 on GitHub. I have a terminal running this Python program that is just letting me, when I press the arrow keys, it will switch the guitar presets, and these are all just like the GuitarX presets and stuff. So I'll just show you this. When I press the arrow key, pretty cool. That's pretty cool. So now the button works. Now we just need to like join these two things together, and then we can create our presets, and then we should be good to go. Okay, so this is really exciting. This preset switcher thing is working perfectly. So I don't know if you'll really be able to see anything, but if I arrow key. Oops, I gotta click on this. So if I press the arrow key, Alright, my room is a mess. Here's what we're looking at right now. Holy shit. But we made some big moves regarding the project. So the Arduino code works perfectly. It is, when I press the OK button on the printer, it cycles through my guitar presets. I got that working, and yeah, feels pretty fucking crazy. So now, all there is left to do is to put the screw the PCB back into the printer housing, which I did. We have this. So now we can test if this still works before I put the whole printer back together, which it should, but we'll just make sure. Okay, now we just have to fix the ground connection to make it a little more permanent. I used this like scrap wire. These 3 yellow wires are just scrap wire that I pulled out of the printer and soldered to here. I stripped the ends and I just twisted them together. So now I'm just gonna solder this connection to make it permanent. I doubt that's the way you're supposed to do it, but it is what it is. But I just tested it, and when I pressed the OK button on the printer, and for some reason for some reason these buttons work fine too. These the pound, asterisk, and the 0 key. So I can use any of these and the OK button to switch the guitar tones, but the Arduino doesn't read them as individual, like, oops, I'm very zoomed in, I mean. The Arduino doesn't read them as like different inputs, it just reads it as button pressed, which I wasn't even expecting these to work. It would be nice to have be able to go like left and right through the presets, but I just want to get this done, to be honest. But it works. It's working. I just need to solidify this so the ground connection doesn't fall out, and yeah, I'll update you after that. That looks pretty secure to me. Oh, but not to you because it's very blurry. Come on. Focus. Come on, camera, lock in. Focus on the subject, not the foreground, not the background. Bruh. Anyway. Time to test that connection with the multimeter real quick. Alright, this is gonna be the most scuffed demo of all time, but I'm gonna show you this. So here is the console. I stole somebody's code from GitHub. I will credit them, of course. I think the name was Bronner11. I'll confirm that, but my bank is called P, so that's where all my like presets are stored. I'm gonna put the headphones on the ground next to the camera so you can hear, but the guitar's over here. I'm just gonna be doing this just for ergonomics and convenience, of course. But I'm gonna put the fuck, how am I supposed to show this to you? Okay, headphones are gonna go right here, and I'm gonna turn up the speaker, turn up the output all the way so you can hear. So right now we're playing from the bank P, we're playing boosted 5150. And then you press this button. Button pressed. Clean super heavy. This ended up not being super heavy at all. That name is just a lie. It's just another high gain tone. But anyway, press it again. Keystroke registered. Now we're on the preset, so no head. This is just a 5150 head model without a cabinet for if I want to plug in directly into like an actual cab. I think I need a power amp for that, or if the cab is powered then I wouldn't, but yeah, so that will be nice for when the cabinet has its own impulse response for just being like a real cabinet, you know. But yeah, it fucking works, you guys. It works. Holy shit.